waiting all year to be here, to ride the wave of the water frontier. The ocean's warm and the tunes are chill. We'll stand here till we get our fill. We're working hard and we're playing hard too. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Time to go big or go home. And I ain't going home, 'cause summer's on. And I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on. The ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. Everything we've ever wanted's right here. Don't wanna blink just to fight the fear that our time will pass way too fast. And I'll be dreaming of the beach another year. We're gonna have the time of our lives. Days and nights with the sun in our eyes. And a wild tide under bluest skies, tearing up the shoreline. 'Cause summer's on. And I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on. The ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day. We're gonna ride The summer's on. And I'll be living on the beach. The summer's on. And I'll be living on the beach. Left my shoes and all my troubles far away. 'Cause summer's on. The ocean's underneath my feet. And if the sun is out, I'll ride the waves all day.
turn on all of our mics first. That's a good start.
Yeah, probably.
For
Hey,
real.
for real. Yeah, it's
For real?
Yeah, we're real
From
people.
Persona. For real?
For real? Oh, Ryuji.
Let
Like,
Ryuji
no,
say fuck.
it's not just Ryuji. It's like everyone in that game.
Bro, it's like
Everyone in
every,
that game
it's like,
says it
like every there's
all
like,
the time.
There's like one male character in every Persona game that will say some variation of for real.
Yeah. Like,
And
was it Yusuke was his name? Your
Uh,
buddy in Persona 4.
Yeah,
remember.
yeah, Yusuke or something.
And then you've got
Yusuke. I'm not
my
sure how to
man.
pronounce it.
Uh,
Junpei.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got my man Junpei. Junpei is the best.
Junpei's the goat.
No, I don't like Junpei.
I love Junpei.
I'm sorry, your tastes are poor.
Like, how far in are you, Mafia?
Um,
Because Junpei starts pretty bad.
Yeah,
It-
Junpei
it's-
has a rough start.
I don't know. I think 3 full moons.
Yeah, no, give Junpei more time. Let him cook. He grows a lot as an individual, and it's really cool to see.
Okay, he stops being quite so misogynistic.
Yes.
I mean,
Awesome.
No, he straight up does.
Yeah, most characters stop being misogynistic if you give them time to grow.
Yeah, no, Junpei, like,
Nah.
keeping in mind when the game takes place, that was the pretty typical attitude for teenage boys around that era. However, Junpei is also growing as an individual and comes to confront the things that make him a bad person. That's kind of like the whole point.
Yeah, like that's his whole character arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
we
fair.
see it.
I guess P3 hasn't been as directly like, this is the character. They're bad. Now we're making them good, as Persona 4 was.
Yeah,
so.
no.
Yeah, no,
Persona 3 was incredibly subtle with a lot of its storytelling. Like, and this is coming from Shin Megami Tensei, where subtlety is not the phrase. Or whatever, the modus operandi.
Yeah, it's not their yeah.
But no, Persona 3 is great.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite entry in the entire franchise, although Persona 5 is incredible stylistically. But
the music in P3 is so good. I'm having an awesome time with it.
Oh yeah, no, I fucking love P3's music. I will just listen to the Tartarus theme, like, the whole way through, just when I get bored sometimes, because it's just that good.
I love Blue.
Blue is great.
So we'll just start like a Shin Megami Tensei Persona podcast eventually, I guess.
Please do.
That can just roll into the anime podcast. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
We'll
Speaking of, what is there any word on that?
We just started getting busy at work.
Okay, I got you.
So I am trying to find a time slot where it is comfortable for me to reasonably slot in and be like, yeah, we can do it today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, don't even
for
trip
me,
about
school
it.
is hell until summer, so
Yeah, no,
Uh-huh.
straight up, don't even trip about it. Like, I've got pretty flexible availability, at least for the time being. So, if I can, I'm good to go when y'all are.
Yeah, so like it's like this week and next week I am going to be working. I'm still working like during the morning, so it's not like I can't just like take like a 2-hour nap, come up, and be like, all right, time to do a podcast this week. You know what I mean? Like, there's like nothing stopping me from doing that. It's more or less of there's a lot of changes going on at home that I'm still trying to figure out schedules and timings, so that way I can coordinate for something like that. So I'm trying to let that settle in beforehand. So the fact that I can still do my Sunday schedules is kind of a miracle in its own right.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's get right into it before we get too far out. Hey everybody, thank you for joining us once again for our homebrew D&D campaign, Sand and Shadow. I am your host and dungeon master, aka the Turtle VTuber. With me are my 3 wonderful players. We have the wonderful Not Mafia.
Hello, it's me, and it's not Mafia. I'm playing the creature from Frankenstein. And I'm also playing Pinocchio from Pinocchio.
You're basically Frankenstein's monster combined with the Lives of P version of Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I have underscores somewhere. I lost them.
The underscores are subtle.
Yeah. And I'm playing Violet, your undead warlock rogue, um, Frankenstein, Pinocchio creature.
We really should dive deeper into that eventually.
Coming up
I'm
on-
reading Frankenstein right now, so it's on my mind a lot.
Oh, how are you liking it?
I'm glad. I'm glad.
It's good. I very much enjoy my philosophy class. It's very fun.
I'm glad.
I'm glad that philosophy class is teaching you Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein is a very philosophical book.
Oh, it absolutely
Incredibly.
is. But let's continue down. Next, we have the wonderful Wailing Frog.
Hello, I'm the frog that is wailing. I play Serena, who is back with us. She's not having a good time, adjusting to having a soul back in a body.
But hey, you know what? The fact is that you're no longer considered undead.
Yeah, that's true.
Congrats.
Yeah, she is a cleric barbarian now, so that's fun. And yeah, she's just trying to navigate being alive again.
And of course, as always, the amazing Rune Phantom. How you doing, pal?
I'm alright, but I'm not so sure about Squarb. That man's been going through it. By the way, I play Squarb Featherfowl. He's an Eric Cochran fighter, and boy, we've just been kind of going through it.
Yeah, you guys have been going through it quite a lot. Let's break that down, shall we? So last we left off, you guys had spent the majority of about half a month right now, if I'm remembering my time frame correctly, just resettling in after your arduous journey of going out and finding Serena Silt's core, which held her soul, before it was before it potentially became corrupted due to a ritual of the cult of Golion. Um, uh, the end result was the collapse of the Northwest Trade Tunnel, which is in the Dragonspine Mountains to the east of the country of Abucanasta that connects it to the rest of the continent. However, with the resurrection of Serena Silt and her connection to her tribe strengthened and emboldened thanks to the efforts of her patron deity, Selene, the one who guides the dead, and being marked as his chosen, you all have decided to spend the next month or so just resting, trying to get your shit together, trying to figure out what to do next, where to go next.
Therapy.
Therapy. So, yeah, this is the open case therapy session. However, along the way during these couple of weeks, you guys went ahead and for a big reveal for Violet is that she is now officially taking on the role of the head of her little group as the
Necromantic circle.
yeah, she now
Yeah,
takes up a seat of the
I've
necromantic circle.
joined.
Yeah, you've joined the weird kids club. But so she is now officially an official member of the necromantic circle of Blazvatan, due to the fact that her master Manas Al Farad has gone missing as of late. In this pursuit of trying to figure out where he may have gone, and how he might have disappeared, he ended up finding his secret portal that was locked behind a simple puzzle of skeletons being organized in the right order in order to activate the portal that opens the door to an unknown cave system that you chose not to explore. Then you all reconvened at Niella's Nook, had a couple of drinks, and basically caught up. And that is where you all had left off last I checked. So,
And then Serena got a cool ability.
yes, and then Serena, after your 1 week of rehabilitation and no longer being treated as an undead creature, your body's constitution has reforged itself in such a way where the amber crystals that now line your body's scars and wounds have given you the ability to call upon your ancestors in battle and thus have enabled you to also, while you are raging, use those amber crystals to manifest crystalline weapons temporarily for you to use in battle.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what you missed when you left last time.
Yeah, so she activated her rage, which allowed her to call upon her ancestral guardians, and in doing so, she was able to glean from their knowledge their weapons of choice, and so she was able to manifest crystalline weapons in their image, effectively.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so she technically always has a weapon on hand, but she has to be raging to use it. And that is where we left off. So, without further ado, we're going to go straight into week 3 of your guys' downtime. And if I recall correctly, you guys had basically told each other what you discovered, what plans are going on, things of that nature. So, I guess the question is, what do you guys want to do for the remainder of this month, for the next 2 weeks?
I believe we were
It's-
planning on exploring my closet door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I
My
recall
Narnia
correctly,
closet.
we were gonna go help Violet with something next.
Yep. We also were going to use the company black card that Squarb has to get me an actual weapon too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot the
That
Scott
first.
Gene Gold
Yeah.
standard.
Violet is just waiting in front of Dead End Labor like an NPC in an MMORPG with like an arrow overhead.
That's funny. Alrighty. Here's what I'm gonna have you do for me then.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you roll a D100.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. First roll. It's an 11.
Okay. Now with that D100, go ahead and roll a D8. So you have an 11. So yeah, go ahead and roll a D8.
That's a 6.
Okay, cool. I now have to pull up a link.
Okay.
I gotta see if I remember where I put it, because I cleared everything and moved a lot of stuff recently, so I don't know if I still even have the link. Let's pray. Okay, cool. So I have that monster, but I don't have the link. You know what? That's fine. All right, cool. So you said you rolled 6?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, what I can do for you is that, so are you looking for just any sort of weapon, or are you looking for anything else in particular?
Right now weaponry is my primary concern.
Okay, cool. Then, in that case, you guys are level, what, 9 now?
9.
Reasonable enough.
Thank you, Squarb.
Of course.
I'm going to allow you to pull
Oh,
a magic weapon of, within reason,
within reason.
of purple or lesser rarity.
Okay.
So you can choose that, or you can get a normal weapon. Just something that you have on hand.
Okay.
The tricky part is I may not have the weapons because I may not have the book associated with the weapon.
I see.
So I do apologize in advance if there's a weapon that you like, oh, that looks cool, I want that, and I'll be like, I am so sorry. That's why I have to say within reason.
Magical weapon.
And then if both Squarb and Violet would also like to abuse the company black card, feel free to do so. If you guys want to like grab more potions or things of that nature, you most certainly
Oh,
can.
we should have potions of healing. We should.
Yeah, we should
Kinda
restock
just-
on those.
Yeah, we should just have a bunch of those.
I didn't even know this was a thing, but it's a legendary weapon, so it doesn't even matter.
I mean, granted, we have a healer again, but also,
It's the healer's also a barbarian, so we should
Yeah.
probably have some backup.
yeah. I agree.
It's one of those things where you're like, you know what? Even though she's back, eh,
I don't think I'm safe from fireball.
that sounds like a potion of fire resistance needs to be taken to me, which they are on sale.
Yeah, but I need to just like chug one whenever I'm around Visper then. So that's
I mean, they last for an hour, so
that's that's still a lot of potion.
I can give you a poultice of fire resistance if you wish. Which is
I think
which is
I'm
basically
full up.
which is basically just like a skin cream.
I'm full up on magical item attunes.
Oh, it's not an attunement; it's a consumable.
Yeah, still.
I just love the idea of like of all the characters. I love the idea of Violet pulling out a poultice of fire resistant cream and just like applying it like sunscreen on her face.
Sunscreen's the worst.
It's annoying, but it helps.
I just don't like the smell.
Oh, I didn't even realize there was a smell associated with it. I literally dive into the water the moment I put it on.
You're
I
supposed
don't
to
like the feel.
at this point in climate change, you're supposed to be putting it on whenever you're going out in a sunny day.
I'm brown.
Oh right, yeah, sorry. Sorry, I'm used to that advice because I am cracker white.
Like that Filipino in me is kicking in real clutch. Still, though, we are required to also put on sunscreen too, because no matter how brown you are, you can't stop the sun from burning you. I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, that's so cool. Well, I'm definitely using that later on. I'm also finding stuff now. I'm finding cool new stuff for me. So.
Yeah, I think I'd just like a couple potions of healing.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Some superior potions.
Yeah, just like 2 of those.
Okay, seems reasonable.
A person or
I mean, whatever the DM says is reasonable, I think.
You guys can have 2 potions of superior healing.
each.
Oh, you're asking for each.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make a persuasion check.
I'm good at those.
So am
Fuck.
I.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well,
Hey
this is-
DM, I
this is
have an
interesting.
interesting thing here. So because like we're going around and like generally just doing like shopping and stuff,
Oh,
but
yeah,
like I'm still
absolutely.
Skara Aldin, right? Like
Yeah.
they recognize that they're working with me.
Oh yeah, they recognize the card and they recognize the badge. You're still good.
So my question is, can I roll with advantage on my persuasion?
You know what? Go for it. Yeah, I will allow that. That's too funny.
Okay.
Anyways,
Fuck.
I rolled that one.
I got 10.
Now, I'm gonna be that guy.
Oh no.
There are 5 points of inspiration over here on my left that are just
I do think
asking
it's
to
really
be
funny.
used.
I do think it's really funny for me to have said, "Yeah, I'm good at that," and then rolled it out.
and then immediately
because
roll that one.
that is what I thought would happen the instant I clicked it, and then it happened. And I was damn. So
Like there's these cute little guys just hanging off in this different box from me.
sure, potions of healing are gonna be helpful. I'll use one.
Alrighty. How about you, Scorp? Would you like to use one as well? Or would you like to leave the dice where they lie?
Well, using the
No.
inspiration just gives you advantage on the roll, right?
It allows you to roll an additional d20.
Ah, okay.
It's like lucky.
Yeah, it's like lucky.
You know, what did Violet get?
I got 22 this time.
I have faith in Violet's check.
Alright, coolio. Well, you completely destroyed my DC, by the way. So yeah, no. Combined with Squarb's unique charisma, um, some would say his privilege of position. Um, you
His charisma on a scale of like 1 to 20 is like at a 13.
I would say that I
Yeah.
would say with the badge, it easily becomes a solid like 15
Mhm.
because people love a guy in uniform. Yeah, I would say reasonably you could get enough potions of what was it, superior?
Superior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can get 2 potions superior healing per person.
Cool.
Yeah, 8d4 plus 8.
I'm going to keep track of these values though,
Hmm.
because God,
I'm sure that's fine.
no, it'll be fun. It'll come back. It'll come up.
Hmm. This isn't just free money.
Obviously.
I mean, somebody's paying for it. You're not,
Yeah,
but
the
somebody is.
taxpayers.
Indirectly, the merchant princes.
Now, I will emphasize once more, as a salesman, I will say, could I interest you in a potion of fire resistance?
I'll be fine.
How about you, my coin guard friend? Could I interest you in a potion of fire resistance?
I don't need one.
Fair enough.
I'll survive.
So I have question.
I can provide answer potentially.
Would longsword of sharpness be okay?
Ooh. Sharpness is fun.
Let's see if I even have that first.
It's just a
Okay,
it's,
so it's a
It's a
sword
DM's
sharp-
guide.
Yeah, it's a sword
Yeah.
sharpness. Got it.
Yeah.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, that's pretty silly.
It is.
And you roll a crit. The target takes an extra. Oh, then roll another one. If you crit on that, you
yeah.
oh, and it also works as a flashlight. How cute. Yeah, I can give that to you.
Second, can we flavor it to be a Kopesh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, all right.
The nice little hook sword.
And it's going to be more in the shape of like a vulture
Yo.
claw.
Ah, what happened?
Raid.
Oh, yo, we're getting raided.
hi.
Oh, trashy.
What up, Raiders?
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the island. My name is Ikeon, the Turtle VTuber. We're currently playing some D&D right now. We're in the middle of a shopping spree right at this moment. We're using the
Yeah.
Coin Guard's company black card to circumvent all value.
Yeah.
Indirectly.
Indirectly, but hey, you know what? In a country where you can turn gold, or you can turn sand into gold, the gold will flow. Thank you so much for rating me, Trashy. How are you? How was your stream, man? Let's see if I can spell your name correctly first off. How did I put an extra T in Trashy? Damn.
Wait, trashy.
No, it was like void trashy. It was weird.
Final Fantasy VII. Let's go.
Oh,
I've been playing FF7 original. It's very fun so far.
nice. Ah, but with voice acting, that's pretty sick.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Frog, do you need me to make that item for you real fast? Because it defaults to any weapon.
I just changed the name to Kopesh of the Vulture.
Cool. I'll go ahead and make that magic item for you, and then we'll.
It's already in my inventory. You don't have to make it.
Oh, sick. Cool. As long as
Yeah,
you know,
it's
as long as you know the longsword damage values, that's all I care about.
Yep, that's what it says.
Perfect. Alrighty, cool. Was there
Oh,
anything
these
else you
things.
wanted to, for all three of you? Was there anything else you guys wanted to go shopping for? Was there any new information you wanted to seek out, or anything of that nature? Since you guys are just out and about in the city of Albacanasta right now.
Not really. I think we were just focused on getting ready to help Violet.
Yeah.
Okay. And just to for my sake, did you also buy more potions for Visper? And if so, who's holding those? Or should I just add that to it?
Nah, Visper will be fine.
It's Violet Spite coming out.
No, I would never be petty.
No, yeah, of
Never
course you
be
wouldn't.
petty after being hit by 3 separate fireballs on 3 separate occasions. No,
No.
there's no pettiness amongst friends.
Yeah, of course. I'm not bitter.
Not bitter. Alrighty. So I assume you guys all make your way over to Dead End Labor now, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful. So Squarb and well, actually all 3 of you, because you guys went shopping together. All 3
Yeah.
of you make your way back to Dead End Labor, and you see Mr. Bones, the still animated skeleton that Violet had created using one of her spells, is sitting there with a sign. He's gotten really good at sign spinning. Although you can't read the sign, but he's just gotten really good at it. Violet, if you would like, describe the sign that he's spinning for us.
It's you know, like the cartoon, like femur bone thing, or is it a femur bone? Like the cartoon bone.
It's usually a femur, yeah.
Yeah. Um, that's the sign. And it's it looks a little bit weathered. And it has dead end labor, but the the a couple of the letters are almost gone.
There's the faded letters on the
Faded letters. Yeah, it's fine. The sign's been out in the rain a couple times. We forgot to bring it in.
Oh boy, that's awesome. Yeah, so you just see him effectively spinning around like a piece of like slowly rotting driftwood in the shape of a
Yeah.
femur.
Yeah.
And then like he stops, and then like he throws it up into the air as it's spinning, and then he does that pose where he's doing jazz hands, and then he catches the sign in his upper hand, and then he looks at you 3 like expecting something, like
Serena applauds.
so, Mr. Bones.
Squad will also offer some light applause.
Mr. Bones.
It's too much. I don't know.
Aww. Mr. Bones then like puts a hand over where his heart would be, and then gives you guys all a courteous bow before guiding you to the door.
Thank you.
As you step inside, you see Hansy still at the front desk, and then you see Facade, the homunculus, is floating over. Hey, you brought friends this time. Oh.
Yeah,
What was that?
You all look like shit.
I mean,
You've met these 2, right? Serena was missing for a while, but
Facade and I know each other, yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I mean, wow, you look like you went through the grinder.
I did.
And then, and you, my fine feathered friend, look like you could use a deep cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we weren't expecting a shipment of new bodies, so,
oh, we're going into the closet.
Oh, okay, so this is not a business meeting. Okay, well, in that case...
No.
Alright, cool. Well, in that case, get on with you. We gotta run a business here.
See you later. Good luck.
Okay.
With the shop.
Serena makes him glance around. Is there anybody else in there?
No.
Yep.
It's Hansy, Facade, and Sweepy the skeleton that sweeps the shop.
Oh, Sweepy got it down. Nice.
Yeah.
It took
Hey!
years. Oh my god.
It took him 6 months. You hush.
Good for you, Sweepy!
He's no longer sweeping with the wrong end of the broom, and he actually can cover the entire shop now.
You're right. Sorry, I'm in a bad mood. I'm gonna go into the closet now.
Sleepy gives you guys a thumbs up as he's sweeping with one hand. He's actually gotten that better since Violet
Good job.
became necromancer.
I wonder if it's a Farad issue. I'm gonna solve Farad.
This might just be a positional. This might just be a power position thing. As
I
you
think
guys,
he likes me more.
he interacts with you more.
That's fair.
I'd like you more too if we hung out more. So you guys make your way up into Manas Al Farad's chambers, where you three step in, and for the first time, Serena and Scorp, you see a relatively very nicely decorated room. The only thing that really like stands out is the line of skeletons that are on display of every known humanoid race, just right along that's like right along a wall, and they're all
Huh.
in like odd positions, like a goblin is sitting between an orc and a human, and then like you see a halfling that's standing next to a Goliath and a dragonborn. Like they're
Yeah.
not in any particular order, it's just they're there now.
Well,
Violet
that's
just like
odd.
automatically starts rearranging them without explanation.
So you see for the next like couple of minutes, Violet is meticulously reorganizing the skeletons from smallest to tallest, so that way you have like this like cell phone like frequency tower style of like, oh, so it starts with these guys and then it slowly escalates to like the Goliaths and whatnot, and then once all of them have been properly arranged, you all feel this magical reverberation wash over you, and you hear a from the door behind you.
There we go.
Nice.
So not gonna explain
Follow
any
along. It's magic.
of that. Okay,
It just shrugs. I've seen weirder.
that's true.
Do an Arcana check if you care. I don't.
That's not necessary.
As Violet opens the door from whence you entered, you both realize that you are no longer within a dead end labor, but inside of a cave system. It is dark and musky. You can hear the sound of dripping water in the distance, and it's cold. It's very chilly in here. Not as cold as as another cave that you may have previously entered, but still.
Well,
Oh, you guys can't see, and Serena will pull out her flashlight now.
There's her new sword.
Yes.
I mean, I have a torch, but okay.
You do you.
Yeah.
So, bright light and 10-foot radius, and then dim light for another 10 feet.
Okay, so
It
effectively,
is just. It's a torch.
it's a
Yeah,
torch,
but I can use it as a weapon.
it's a sharp
awesome.
torch.
Okay. So I do realize now that we're here.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably make sure we have a way back here if we're exploring these caves.
Okay.
Probably.
Anyone have any ideas?
I mean, I've got rope with me. We could always just tie it around a stone up here and use that as a trail. I don't have that. I've only got a couple of reels though, about 100 feet. That's not going to help much, actually. Damn.
I mean,
Oh,
I've got
I have
50.
chalk.
Okay,
I have chalk. We can mark our path.
that'll work.
I can also, if we wanted, put a continual flame at this entrance.
Whatever works.
Just as an added, like, oh, this is we're nearing the exit.
Yeah, well, we see light. Yeah.
Serena goes up and touches a rock and sets it on fire. It says touch an object.
That's true. So you find a relatively good sized rock, and then you guys continue flame. The rock then suddenly becomes a flaming boulder. Just that'll hold. So yeah, and then this I know technically it doesn't have a timer, but does continual flame have a duration?
No.
Until dispelled.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
It's just there.
Okay. Good to note. All right, so yeah, you have a marker now for nearby the entrance from which you came.
Yep.
Continual flame is a 2nd level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's just it literally doesn't do anything aside from emit brightness, but it's a good marker.
Okay.
It's not hot. It doesn't burn. It doesn't
Use oxygen.
oxygen. Like,
And it cannot be smothered or quenched. All right, cool. I respect this. I respect the use of roleplay spells. I love them.
Yeah.
oh, the first time I've ever seen continual flame used in game. I think.
That's even worse when you have to question, wait, what is this? Alrighty.
Yeah.
Alright. So
Okay. I guess it's time to start exploring caves.
yeah, so I guess I'll need a marching order. Who's going what?
Squarb will go first.
Violet will be middle.
Yeah. Well, should Serena go first since she has the flashlight?
Oh yeah, Serena can go first then.
Okay.
And then Squarb will bring up the rear.
Okay. She also has dark vision. She's also the only one with dark vision, so I feel like
Yeah, you can see.
yeah.
That's phenomenal. Alright, so then in that case, Serena, please roll us a perception check.
Ooh, okay. I get a +7 now. Hooray. I got a 16.
Okay. So as you are traveling through the cave system, you start to notice that the deeper you go, the more you start to realize that it's starting to shape. It's less of a natural formation, and it's more like it has been shifted through magical means. Anybody who would like to can roll an Arcana check to confirm that. But you get the idea that this was not a naturally made cave. Like there's no like really jagged formations anywhere in the rocks. And like whatever stalactites and stalagmites that are there were not naturally created. It seems like they were just created out of like somebody's whim.
I got an 18 Arcana.
Yeah, so you can definitely get it. You definitely have a sense that this is definitely a man-made tunnel. Somebody spent time, not so much with pick and shovel, but with spellcraft and an imagination to sort of push the earth out and around to create this tunnel.
Let's see. So it was not giant sloths.
No, it was not giant sloths. Why? Why was that your first instinct?
Giant
Because giant
badgers?
sloths are cool.
Giant sloths are cool.
Badger moles?
Yeah.
Different setting, but yes.
We don't know where this tunnel is.
It could be secret.
Could be in another plane.
I'm not letting
Um,
these references slide solely because I know how detracted we're gonna get. But just know we and the community recognize these references. Okay? Like they're not being undervalued. They're just not the right time.
I know.
Okay, cool. but yeah, as far as you, as far as you are traveling, um, you don't seem to see any immediate threats. You just notice how man-made this tunnel is going forward. Is there anything the rest of you would like to do during your initial foray into the tunnel?
I
I'm
also
just
made an
keeping a
Arcana
oops,
check,
sorry.
but it is not significantly different enough from Serena's to warrant a different result, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just keeping an eye out.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm going to have the three of you roll me survival checks.
Ooh, survival.
I am not very good at those,
11.
Ugh.
Okay.
but I got an 18.
13.
13. The three of you start to feel like you guys have been walking for the better part of a few hours, and it doesn't feel like you're making any progress. Squorb with the highest value, if you would like, go ahead and roll me either a perception or investigation check, whichever one makes sense for Squorb, to, I guess, get a better feel for what's going on around you.
Oh yeah, no, if Squarb's detective's instincts are prickling at all, he's immediately going to start looking deeper into what the hell is going on. So we're going to take that investigation check. And that is a 21.
Squorb, you
So,
start to
yeah.
realize as with your keen investigative training, you start to realize that the certain rock formations are looping.
I will immediately mention this to my friends. So, we're looping through the tunnels. We're not going anywhere.
Interesting.
If we turn around, will we be back at the portal?
Do
That's
we
a good
see
question.
the flame from where we are?
You do not.
Okay.
Shit. Okay. Hmm. Has the chalk been repeating?
That's a great question.
I should have given you advantage on investigation then, because I completely forgot about the chalk.
Oh, that's okay.
So see if you, yeah. So you can roll investigation one more time, and you'll have
I
advantage.
mean, if it's going to change the result of my roll, that's fine, but
See if you crit.
Yeah, see if you
yeah,
crit.
I didn't crit. The first roll was better.
Okay. Then you'll also notice that your chalk is looping as well as you continue traveling. You like the markings that you've left behind are the exact same markings that you left behind. I will say, because you rolled above a 20 for your
Yeah, it was a 21 on my first check.
Okay. I will say with a 21 investigation, I will say that it seems as though you guys had walked no more than maybe 50, 60 feet, and you made a marking, I would say, every 30 feet.
Yeah.
I would say that you notice that within that span, within those 60 feet of movement that you guys have been walking, that's where the loop cuts, is at around 60 feet.
Huh.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
You can.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
As your eyes filter over with a sort of hazy blue tint, you immediately are assaulted by the flash of magic that permeates this entire cave.
Oh God!
After
Serena's flashbang.
you just flashbang yourself with magic, but as your eyes settle in, you start to realize the school of magic that surrounds you is illusion magic.
I see. Follow up. Can I cast Dispel Magic?
You can certainly try, yes.
Most illusion
Okay.
spells are dispelled by realizing their illusions.
Oh, are they?
I
Most are.
think. Most are, not every, but
You can break free of them at least,
yeah,
but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're dispelled.
that's true.
Can I'll point out that we're stuck in an illusion to Violet and see if she can do something to break us out before I spend a 3rd level spell slot on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll Arcana check on that for an unnatural 20.
Okay. So yeah, you confirm with Serena that this is in fact an illusion magic, but it seems that this is the kind of spell that just by recognizing it, you cannot, you are not broken from the illusion.
Okay.
This seems to have been, I will say, with an unnatural 20, you recognize this as an illusionary trap.
Ah.
Hmm.
And just by entering the field, you have been locked into this illusionary trap.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hey, I'll cast a Dispel Magic.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
It is the DC is 10 plus the spell's level,
Yes,
unless it's 3rd or lower.
yes. So give me 1 minute. Let me just confirm the spell to make sure that
Okay.
I'm not giving you the wrong
I
DC.
I doubt a spell that does this is 3rd level.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, 4th, 5th.
Okay,
At
cool.
least.
Okay, cool. You're going to be rolling with a DC 14.
Okay, what do I roll?
It's a D. This would be for dispel magic. It would be um.
Oh,
tap?
using your spellcasting ability.
There you
I
go.
see.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
Oh, okay.
it would be Wisdom plus proficiency.
Yes.
Okay, so plus 7. Gotcha. So add 4 to this. 19.
Okay. As you cast a spell magic, you place your hand on the floor beneath you, and you send forth a surge of divine energy from your person, and like a like the shattering of stained glass, the illusion begins to slowly shatter around you all, and you have successfully dispelled the illusionary trap that had surrounded
Nice.
you. It is at this moment that you would all recognize. You can see behind you now the flame, the continual flame that you had left, which is no more than, say, 80 or so feet out. And the path before you lies ahead, still in utter darkness.
It just has this tired look now. It's just like, I hate magic.
Average barbarian.
Rude.
No. Okay. Let's keep going.
Okay. As you proceed forward, Serena, you notice that there is a fork in the road. It diverges into 3 paths.
Okay.
There is no signage to denote what each path leads to, but you do notice that just a little bit up ahead, the left path seems to have some rocks fallen that don't seem to block the path, just impede one's advance along that way. Just a little further out.
Is there any indications of like a path more traveled, like any wearing of the road or the ground or anything?
I'll allow you to roll either an investigation or a survival,
Okay.
because that's kind of that falls into tracking.
Yeah. Let me just see something real quick.
And then
Okay.
you two can also roll, respective results as well if you wish.
I got an
Investigation
18.
or survival. Okay.
An 18 for
I got a 4 on
That's my
survival.
second nat 1 this
Oof.
session.
The pendulum swingeth not in your favor, young Violet.
Not this week.
It's It's next week.
Next week when you pop off, oh my goodness, that's
Next week is gonna be combat. And I'm gonna pop off so hard.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna happen. I swear, though. And then Scorb.
I got a 4 on survival.
Okay. Serena, with your 18 survival, you would recognize that the path on the right seems to be the one that has the most. That seems to be the most traveled. You see very, very faintly, like it. If it wasn't for the fact that you've done this before in the past, you can see very faint footprints that have been magically masked, but they're not. But they're not like removed from the path.
Awesome. All right, we go right.
Okay. Heading towards the right. Serena, can you please roll me another perception check for the path ahead?
Gladly. 19.
19. Okay. As you three continue down the path, you see just way off in the distance a glint of light that it's not coming from your source being reflected back. There seems to be a separate source of light. If I recall correctly, Scorb, you were in the back, correct?
Yes.
Go ahead and just roll me a perception. Or what's your passive perception, actually? That's a better question.
My passive perception is 10.
Okay. Yeah, that actually meets. Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. So, Scorb, you notice that as you travel and you're leaving markings behind, you notice that you hear chittering, sort of like when you hear mice squeaking, or when you hear the sound of like something crawling along the walls.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to trail behind you, but they don't appear to present any sort of threat.
Okay.
Goes right behind him. No.
I'm still going to warn the party about the approaching chittering noise.
And then he pointed it out. Could Serena hear it?
Yes, you would also be able to hear the chittering noise.
Would she know the animal or whatever's making it?
I would say it's just it's indistinct enough where you couldn't recognize it. You'd have to spend some time focusing down on it if you would like.
If it's a problem, we'll deal with it.
I mean, it's not presenting an immediate threat, at least.
Yeah.
All right. So, how would you like to proceed?
I point out that there's something glinting off in the distance. Not quite sure what it is.
We don't have many other
ways to
leads,
go. Yeah.
So...
Okay.
I guess onward.
Okay.
I guess so.
Moving forward, as you three continue to go down towards the light, the illumination begins to become brighter and brighter, to the point where it's starting to look like dim light is shining out from about 30 feet from where the light is being emitted. You technically no longer need to use the sword if you do not wish to, as you all have clear vision now coming in from dim light.
Okay, I'll turn off the flashlight.
As you step in, as you step in towards the light, you see there is a large floating crystal that is emitting this bright light. The first instance, or the first memory that seems to come to mind is the giant crystal inside of Niella's Nook that sits just above it, where the barkeepers are. It's a very similar crystal, but it's just emitting like a vibrant, bright light, not any particular color, just like fluorescent sort of light. And surrounding you, you see once more 3 new paths that diverge from where you entered.
Like, I get needing to keep this place secret, but is another split in the road really necessary?
Yes.
Serena's just being very judgy now. As she goes and tries to identify if there's another path that's well traveled.
Yeah, I'll help out.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
As in help action.
Okay. Alrighty.
So,
yeah. So go ahead and roll another survival check if you would like.
with advantage.
Yes, because you are receiving the help action.
Ooh, 25.
On a 25, you. This is where things get a little tricky.
Okay.
Because all three paths seem well traveled.
Hmm.
Like they present the same level of foot traffic.
Okay. So, what that tells me is each of these paths is safe and probably leads to a different main area of whatever this place is.
That would be my assumption.
Worst comes to worst, I do have a ton of bugs that I could send out. Scout ahead of us if we want.
Yeah.
It does cost one of my spell slots, but
I leave that up to you.
let's see. How many do I get? I would get 5. Sure, I'll cast my flock of familiars, grab 5 5 little spider creatures, little spiders.
I'm so glad this isn't like the Underdark where like having spiders is akin to having a holy symbol of law. Being a
Violet's a
titan.
prophet.
Or a heretic.
Or a heretic. Uh Yeah, I don't know. And then I'll send one of the spiders down each of the 3 paths.
Okay.
And then I'll look through them in turn.
Remind me again, how far can a familiar travel from you?
Ooh.
Ahead.
Familiar summoned by this spell can telepathically communicate you and share their visual or auditory senses while they are within 1 mile of me. I think I can only give commands within 30 feet, but I can sense within a mile.
Okay. So you send 3 of the spiders, one in each path, out, correct? Okay, cool. It's gonna take a while because they're actual spiders and not giant spiders, so it's gonna take them a bit. So this is a good opportunity for you guys to just, I guess, casually take a short break while the scouting commences.
A short rest?
Yeah, a short rest, if it were.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd like
that would
like
be-
real, as in like I get the spell slot I just used back, or
Yes, I am giving. Do you have any idea how fast a spider moves?
okay, let's go. I love spell slots.
Like just for reference here, let me pull up a spider stat block for you.
They got like 10 feet.
Something to that effect. Let me see here. A normal spider moves 20
feet.
feet per second or per 6
That's not
seconds.
that slow.
It's not that slow, but remember these are also tiny creatures. So they take up a fourth of a block. So they have to. So for their 20 feet of movement, they have to go fast. But still, like it's gonna take them a bit because they're such small creatures. To that effect, however, because you are using them to scout, I will give you the benefit of a short rest because, well, you can only do so much when you're waiting for scouts.
Yeah.
I will say, however, that upon reaching a certain threshold, Violet, you immediately lose connection to your familiars that you send out.
All three
All three.
at relatively the same time.
Different thresholds. The one on the left took it about 100 feet before you lost its connection. The one going opposite from where you guys entered, so I will say the central path, took about 200 feet until you lost connection. And the one on the right took about 150 feet until you lost connection.
What's up?
Weird. Okay.
What's going on?
My spider scouts went out. All three of them disappeared. Left path disappeared at 100 feet. Middle path disappeared at 200 feet. Right path disappeared at 150 feet.
Huh. Huh.
While that was going on, could Serena have been doing like kind of a cursory Arcana check on the crystal?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd
Okay.
be more than willing to do that for you.
Yeah. Let's go +1 for a 7.
This is what's called an aether crystal.
This crystal.
It allows you to teleport.
Sadly, no. That's not what the crystal's for. No. This is a simple. It's very much based on a 7 for Arcana.
Yeah.
It functions exactly as it does in the Ella's Nook, as far as you understand it. It is a crystal that is imbued with magic to emit bright light within a set range. The size of the crystal proportion to the amount of light it can produce.
Okay. So which path do we want to go down? 100, 200, or 150?
I mean, the benefit of the 100 is that it's a very short distance for us to get back to safety if things are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That'd probably be the best option.
I think that's about where we're at. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then we'll go down the left.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys pick up your packs, clean up whatever snacks you had, and then you make your way down the left path. Passive perceptions from all three of you. I know Scorp's was a 10. What is Serena's
Yep.
and what is Violet's?
Well,
Mine is 17.
right. Wisdom caster.
Right,
Yep.
wisdom characters. Right, wisdom. Serena, the moment you, actually, all three of you could technically see this because I would assume that Serena would point it out. But
Yeah.
the moment you three decide to go down the left path, the path that you guys had taken prior, you see the rocks begin to rumble up and close the path behind you.
Huh.
Serena frowns more.
Shit. Okay.
Shit's a good word for it.
Well, too late. Let's keep going.
Yep.
Started out with Serena kind of excited to go down to go caves exploring again, but now it's just like the fun's taken out.
Spelunking was a great idea. Then that shit happened. I mean, you guys still have the way to the giant crystal, so like,
Okay, good.
yeah, like the path that you guys had came from is now caved, is now closed
Gotcha.
off. But the crystal, the room is still there. So you guys make your way down the left path, and as you continue down the left path, you all get this weird, like, haziness about you. Like you feel dizzy or disoriented. I'm going to ask each of you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Poisoned?
It is not a poison.
Damn it.
I got
Okay.
10.
9.
11.
There's a triple fail.
Let's go, baby.
Ding ding ding.
That's what
fail.
I was looking for.
Okay, cool. So each of you at disadvantage on your perception checks going forward.
Damn.
All right.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
but if you guys would like, you can roll perception checks now to kind of figure out what's going on around.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not? 17.
With disadvantage?
Oh, I didn't do that with disadvantage. My bad.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness. I was like, wow, that's insane.
Sorry, that's 7. My bad.
I got a 12.
12, and then what did you get, Violet?
6.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's coming back next session. I swear.
Yeah. The pendulum will swing the other way next week. Don't worry about it.
Next week when we're doing combat.
It will hit me in the worst way. So, so Serena.
When
with
the
a
rolls
12
matter.
When the rolls matter. On a 12.
I mean, we could go off by passive perception if you wanted.
No, you're
Yeah, but I
actively
don't think our
searching
DM
stuff.
wants. Yeah.
You're actively looking stuff now. As you, as the three of you continue down this path, and this dizziness slowly starts to overcome you, Serena, you see just barely out from you at the edge of your vision, a humanoid figure. But you don't know whether or not it's actually humanoid, or if this is just part of your dizzy spell.
How far away is it?
I would say you guys made it 50 feet into the tunnel before you started getting these dizzy spells. So you're just at the edge of it.
Okay. And sorry, you said behind or in front of
In
us?
front of you guys.
I point out that there is a quote unquote person looking thing way in the distance.
Oh, cool.
Let's go.
Just saying, guiding bolt has a range of 120 feet.
Guiding
No,
bolt
don't shoot them.
Yeah.
Guiding bolt is also a ranged spell attack, which requires you to sate the target. And you are technically rolling with disadvantage because your perceptions are being fucked with. You can certainly do it. I'm not telling you can't. I am just saying
Don't.
you are rolling with disadvantage when you are shooting a bolt of radiant energy at something that you don't even realize if it's real or not.
True.
Also, that might be Manaso Farad. I don't want to kill him.
Yeah, let's not kill my boss.
I love the
I
idea
mean-
that
honestly, one guiding bolt wouldn't kill him. but-
I love the idea that a guiding bolt is enough to take out a necromancer supreme. Just
Listen, he doesn't like light. Radiant damage is not his favorite.
I love that for him so much. I'm gonna make a necromancer that does that now. Just like, oh no, radiant damage. Sacred
Let's see.
flame.
Also, touching grass is also not his favorite thing to do. Like,
Touching grass. Yeah, that's why I live in.
I don't know what that translates to as a damage type, but
Brandon calls out. If you are Violet's creator, because I can never remember your name. We have Violet here. We're traveling commands with her. Can you stop this? If not, then cool.
Then cool.
awesome. Okay, we're walking forward.
All right. As you guys continue walking forward, both of you, Squarb and Violet, can now also vaguely see this humanoid shape out in the distance. And the closer you get, the farther away they seem to get until you've reached that 100-foot threshold. You will all need to make another Constitution saving throw.
Listen,
Oh,
it's gonna
shoot.
be it's gonna be good this time. It's gonna be good this time. 17, baby.
Okay.
Non-natural 20.
Okay.
18.
All
Let's
right.
go.
So you all pass. You still have disadvantage on your perception checks and
Yep.
on attack rolls.
Oh,
But you don't suffer any further ill effects.
okay.
So
The
you
attack rolls is new.
well, I meant to say attack rolls too, but I assume perceptions was just a catch-all that you understood. That's my fault. So
Listen, do you remember how long it took us to solve a door?
yeah, but you weren't Serena. Like so like I'm gonna let that one happen.
The character didn't matter in that circumstance.
Actually, you're right. Yeah, never mind. You good? Yeah, I okay, cool. Anywho, so the dizzy spell still remains, and as you guys continue down the path, Violet, you've reached the threshold in which your spider lost communication. You don't see your spider anywhere.
Okay.
We could chuck a rock and see if it blows up.
Why is that your first instinct?
I have 2 more spiders.
Oh, you do? Okay.
You do have 2 more spiders that are with you. Yes.
I'll chuck a spider and see if it blows up.
Just fastball pitch of spider.
So wait, you just pick up a spider, you just fucking pitch it into the darkness.
I underhand. I'm not gonna overhand throw a spider.
Fucking softball pitches a spider down the
Yeah, I'll
fucking
toss
tunnel.
it.
Okay. As soon as your spider goes beyond the threshold where you lost communication with your spider, you realize that it evaporates, like it no longer, like its apparition disappears as if it's been unsummoned.
Oh.
Okay. That
Anti-magic
seems
field?
anti-magic.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to test one more thing before we do that, because I'm magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you wait. Serena also questions herself and is like, wait, this core thing.
Is there a problem?
Potentially.
Oh,
If this
dear.
is an anti-magic field,
Violet's
yeah,
for
that would
sure
be.
having a problem with this.
That-
I might
I'm
have a
not
problem with this.
100% sure if I would continue living in there.
You could, yeah. I mean, my suggestion would be put your hand in and see what happens. But
I quite like my hands.
These are my
I
potion.
mean,
These are my poison crafting hands.
like, it wouldn't be the end of the world to lose a hand. I could get another one. We have a ton at home.
But it would also be just inconvenient to have to do.
be such a pain.
You would also be forced to only wield one-handed items if that was the case.
Well, I could get another hand. Just
You could. I'm
Leon,
just saying.
Ethan, just pop it back on from Resident Evil 7.
Oh yeah,
It's
sure,
8.
because that fucking made sense the first time.
It makes
could
sense
use-
if you know the lore.
It actually
the
really
lore.
does.
It
What's
makes
so
sense.
funny?
No, that's the worst part. It's like I know the lore, and that's why I said the first time. Like once you understood it, and you're like, oh. But like the first go around, you're like, the hell, even.
The first time, it's so funny. I love Ethan. Ethan is
The best.
he's so awesome.
Ethan went through.
Ethan
it.
Winters. I
Yeah.
love him.
That poor
Uh,
bastard.
Ethan went through it. Winters just fucking.
I'm sure Hansy would be able to help you out too. Having a
Oh,
disembodied
yeah.
hand would be cool. I'm not saying
If I
do
did
this.
have Mage Hand, that is how I would flavor Mage Hand for
Just
Violet.
Just
That'd be
Hansy,
great.
the fucking cleric. Hansy the clerk, go. What are you three doing?
Anyway, just to like make sure that our suspicions aren't like completely unfounded, I'll throw my dice set through the crossing, just like completely a non-magical item.
Is it in like a satchel, or are you just throwing like random dice down a dark hallway?
Violet
Yeah,
rolls a D20.
I'm just I have I apparently have a dice set that I've never used.
That's true.
So I'll cast a pair of D6s down the hall.
Okay. As you cast them into the darkness, where they land, no sound is emitted.
I
Oh.
cast D6 into the darkness.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
I cast magic missile. Where? There's nothing to target. Into the darkness.
I could cast detect magic again.
It's a ritual spell, so if we just
Oh
wait here
yeah,
for a
fucking
minute.
Jesus! Why did I use a spell slot? Hold on.
I was laughing my ass off over here. I'm like, you just burnt a spell slot, and I'm so happy for you.
I'll commit that. All right. I will ritual cast detect magic.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fucking missed that icon. I'm upset.
All right, so you spend some time ritually casting it. This does not flashbang you
Okay, good.
because you spent time preparing to cast the spell. You notice that there is at around where you guys are standing at the 100-foot mark. There appears to be a magical wall, effectively, where you stand, and it goes all the way through. At least as far as your dark vision allows you to see.
Can I? Is there a way I can describe this to Violet and that she can make an Arcana check to see how sturdy it is?
I will tell you this much: this is an abjuration spell that's being
Okay.
projected, because I forgot detect magic allows you to, as long as you're focusing on it, you can determine the school of magic. This is an abjuration magic that's being projected here.
Okay.
You can describe it, and I will treat it as the help action for Violet to do an Arcana check if that's what you wish.
Yes.
17.
So what are you?
Wow.
So then I guess I guess the question is, what are you looking for in this magic? Like, you understand what school of magic it is, but I didn't remember.
If dispel magic would be effective.
Okay. On a 17, Violet, you do not think dispel magic would be effective here.
Yeah, I think it's too large of a magic to be dispelled
Well, that's annoying.
by, at the very least, by a single spellcaster.
But you do recognize that this is in fact magic. So
Okay.
Well, Scorb, you're the one of us who is definitively not magic and won't explode upon entering.
All right. I don't love the idea, but better this than anything else.
I am a little bit worried for my safety. Serena, I think you're more fine than me.
Yeah, I think
However,
I will be fine,
am
but there's
only
that
alive.
hesitation. Yeah, Violet is the one that's like,
So what are you guys doing?
I'll stick my pinky finger through the barrier.
Okay. As you breach the threshold with your pinky finger comes off.
Awesome, great. So, can I have that score? Can you grab that for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does Squarb have any issues grabbing that for her?
You feel a little bit weak because your species is inherently magical, but otherwise you're fine.
Cool.
Oh.
Remember, guys, you all possess some sort of innate magic in your systems.
Yeah, it's
Serena like takes a part of like her elbow into her arm that has the amber in it and kind of pokes that through.
Again, you feel somewhat weaker as your elbow breaches through the veil, but otherwise you were relatively fine.
Okay.
You're just weakened.
Okay.
It's sort of like, think of it like being under a dizzy spell and you've got like a heavy blanket on you, like a weighted blanket on you at the same time.
Oh, that sounds comfy though.
It is, but it's also like you're putting on weights for no reason.
I see. Okay. So I think I'm fine. Violet's definitely gonna stay. Like, I don't want to leave Violet alone though, and I trust Squarb to handle himself and run back if he needs help.
True. I also would say because you did spend time to ritually cast the spell, everybody needs to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Ah, shit. 19, baby.
Pass.
Well, let's Squarb to say his first. No.
That's an 11 out of Squarb.
That's a 12 for Serena.
I'd like to take an inspiration real quick and not do that.
Okay.
And I'll take a 22 instead.
Alrighty. Serena, would you like to keep your roll?
Oh no, I'll take an inspiration too.
Alrighty.
Didn't fucking matter. It's the same roll. It was a 12.
Alrighty. Serena,
Well, Serena,
as-
I do think you'll be more helpful.
well, not really. Serena,
yeah.
as the dizzy spell kind of takes you over, you fall unconscious.
Oh!
Shit. Okay. I'm taking her back to the crystal room.
That sounds like a good plan.
So you both, I assume, are going to just pick up and drag Serena out of this tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm not gonna make you guys roll for that because that just seems moot. You have a fighter and a warlock. I'm pretty sure combined you guys could pick up Serena and drag her out of a cave.
Violet has 14 strength. She's not weak.
Yeah, you're not weak by any means. So I'm not gonna make you guys roll for it. It's easy enough. So you guys drag her out, and as you guys get further and further away from the abjurative part of the cave, your dizzy spell begins to disperse, and you are no longer under the effects of that dizzy spell the moment you enter the light of the crystal.
Am I still unconscious?
As your body fully is immersed in the light of the crystal, you wake up from unconsciousness. Yes.
That looked
That's helpful.
unpleasant.
What the fuck?
It's magic sleep.
So, I have a theory.
Yeah.
Is there any, like, bits of the crystal that are, like, fallen away from the big crystal?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I would
I
say,
mean-
given your previous role, I would say yes. There are small shards that are about like hand size. You know, like something.
Yeah,
that
we
you
can
hold in
also,
your
like-
hands,
Hammer Python a bit off.
True.
if you wished, yeah. But there are bits and pieces just around.
Are they also emitting a glow?
Uh. Yes.
Okay. Huh. I mean, how big of a chunk do we need?
Let's find out.
I'm
Serena-
happy to take a chunk. If we
Yeah,
each
me-
take a bit.
Yep. I think we'll each take a chunk.
Chunka chunka chunka. Oh, just to remind me, I did give you all your Jabberwocky items, and they're in your inventory, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Just as, like, I remember making them, I don't remember putting them in your inventory, so I'm like, let me just double check that now. All right, cool. So you each take a hand-sized crystal, and what do you guys do?
I suppose we're just seeing if it keeps us safe for right now.
Yeah, we'll just go back into the tunnel.
Let's go down the 150 tunnel. See if that's any different.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I caught Nightwing.
Oh, nice. I'm sorry, that is the worst flyer in the game.
It was just the first one.
So As you guys go down the right tunnel, the light of the crystal illuminating the path. The tunnel is and always will be death. Thank you, Seaweaver.
Secret
Yeah.
tunnel.
Secret death tunnel.
Yeah.
As you guys,
Tunnels are never fun, but I'm already dead. It's fine.
as you guys go down the right path, I need you all to roll me wisdom saving throws with advantage.
I'm better at wisdom. Yeah, it's a 25.
Natural 20. Let's go
13.
for 27.
Yeah, I got 13.
Okay. So it was a natural 20, 13, and what was yours, Violet?
25.
25. Wow. All right, cool. Yes, you all pass.
Right.
As you all step into this tunnel, you make your way about 30, 40 feet out. You get this psychic wave that that washes over you. Yeah, it links to your YouTube. That washes over you, and you're able to push out whatever sort of psionic assault that happened upon you for just the briefest of moments.
Oh, I can handle this much better. This is nice, actually.
Orb, how are you doing?
Okay. Surprisingly.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Violet, when we get back, I'll sew your finger back on for you.
Oh, it's just back on.
She also suffers from Ethan Winters syndrome.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just yeah, it goes back on. Like I put a little bit of magic into the seam, and it.
Uh,
That's why I did so little, because a larger repair would require a long time. But just
Interesting. The more you know.
yeah, my whole arm, it would take like a day to sew back on
Just a
or
day?
fuse back on.
Imagine.
Right?
So as you guys keep going, Serena, you see, the further you go in, another humanoid figure. This one seems to be draped in some sort of robes, because you can't really make out more than just this very amorphous humanoid shape.
Okay. I'm sensing a theme. And I swear to God, if we get to the end of these, or sorry, I I swear to Solane, if we get to the end of these,
I swear to gods.
and I swear to gods,
By the gods, if
And-
this happens.
and
By the
they're
gods.
just dummies enchanted with whatever spell is doing this, I'm going to summon a hammer and take them all out.
Okay. But yeah, so that's what you see because of your
Yeah,
passive perception.
I do point it out
Okay.
that there is a robed figure.
Okay, so how do the rest of you react to this?
Hmm.
Was the first one robed also?
You
Does the figure seem
No.
hostile?
The figure does not seem hostile, and from the previous iteration, your dizzy spell made it impossible for you guys to discern whether or not that figure seemed robed or not. You just knew
I
it was a
see.
humanoid in shape.
Oh well. We'll find out when we get close to it.
Yes.
Okay.
Why did your master make this place?
I don't know if he did.
It's a child.
I mean, my best guess is that this is the place he's searching for the key to having me live separately from him.
You guys, you guys make it. You guys now make it about 100 feet into this tunnel. Make another wisdom saving throw with advantage. Specifically, the child that you've been hunting for the last 3 days of game time and the last 5 days of our actual lives. Jesus, why is it always a child?
That's a 15 for me.
18 for me.
24.
18 and 24.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah.
Warlock's got wisdom proficiency. Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so once more, you guys all successfully save. It's another psychic wave assaults you, and once more, now that you are expecting it, your mind fortified, and you are able to rebuff the assault coming at you.
Hey.
You start to notice that the cloaked figure begins to shift a little bit the closer you get to it. The light of the crystals guiding you ever forward. As you see, it presents what looks to be a staff of some sort.
Hmm.
Presents as in like holding it out, or presents as in like pointing it at us.
It raises it aloft,
Okay.
as if
Okay,
it
so the
is.
figure is moving.
Yes, the figure is in fact now moving.
Okay. Hmm. Any clearer indication of what this creature is?
Uh, Roll a perception check.
13.
Besides what I've provided you, where it just seems to be a cloaked figure that now has a staff at the ready, no, nothing more
Okay.
that you can discern. You're just outside of the range where you can reasonably make out features.
Okay.
What was that?
I don't know.
Was it like a chirpy noise?
No.
It sounded like a ship.
It
Huh.
sounded like War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. It's a weird
Violet, are you
noise.
okay?
That was not on my end either. I have no clue.
Oh.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So we're all just having a collective hallucination. Awesome.
No, I heard it. It wasn't from my mic.
It sounded like a chair screeching along tile.
No, that was me.
Yeah.
I'm playing Pal World, and one of the little monsters made a noise.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
that makes way more sense.
Okay. I will. Looking at the figure, I'll like take off my hat and like flash my light. Like put my hat in front of the crystal and then like take it up to like flash it as like a hey, hello, we see you.
Okay. As you do so, the figure, the staff of the figure begins to glow, and it starts to emit an eerie green light from it.
Hmm.
Not dissimilar to the energy bolts that you shoot out, Violet, when you cast certain spells of the necromantic school.
Well, I'm not sure whether it's good news or bad news. The news is that pretty sure that's a necromancer.
Okay.
I'll like flash like a specific pattern with the light that like
So,
this
sort
is
of
a
like
pattern.
Morse coding.
No, yeah, it's I don't want to. I don't think Morse code exists, so it's less a concrete message and more just like a repeat. Hey, pattern. Are you friendly? I'm doing.
Oh, Violet, don't you have prestidigitation?
Oh yeah, I do. I can be doing this with.
Do green glow. Do the
Oh yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do a green glow back
Okay.
and like blink it twice.
As your crystal changes from that like fluorescent white to a bright green glow to match the glow from across the way, you see that the figure's staff then drops slightly, so that way it looks like they're just holding it to their side, and the light fades and the figure disappears.
What?
Odd.
Do we still feel like
Have you
psychic
guys
tingles?
have you guys progressed further since the last check, or are you guys just like,
Oh,
or did you guys stop and do the signal thing?
I think we stopped.
Yeah.
you said
Um,
150 feet, right, Violet?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we go to that point and see what's there.
Yeah.
Okay. As you reach 150 feet once more, Violet, you don't see your spider familiar. It seems to, just like the previous one, it seems to have just despawned effectively once it reached this threshold. And all of you make one more wisdom saving throw with advantage.
All good.
Oh no.
Oh no. I got
I would like
24.
to take an inspiration and re-roll this.
Oh, we're using a lot of those.
It's fine.
You have one more inspiration left.
It's fine. 18.
18.
Better than 2.
Wow.
Fair.
Frog,
Fair play.
24.
24.
Or
Violet?
3 in my case.
20 for
20.
Vi.
Okay, once more, you all succeed. This psychic wave was so powerful. You all were pushed back 5 feet, even though your mind held strong, and you were able to not suffer any of the psychic damage, but it felt like an oppressive force was pushing you away.
Mhm.
As you reach that 150-foot threshold, what do you do?
Odd. Okay.
Just poke your pinky through again, see, or throw a spider.
Yeah, I'll throw my last spider through.
Your spider immediately splatters.
Oh,
Like, not evaporates, splatters.
I see. It's a physical force field wall.
Well,
That was violent.
that's one word for it.
I feel much more comfortable trying to put my arm through this one, honestly.
Like, you know what? Seeing that, I'll take my chances.
Rocks don't explode.
That's so silly. Rocks don't explode.
Yeah. Serena's just gonna put. Let's do pinky.
As your pinky tries to breach the threshold, you come upon a physical force,
Oh,
and your hand just begins to touch this physical, like, invisible force field.
It's basically a wall.
Oh, okay.
I-
Yeah, we can deal with this.
This is a thing we can fight.
I suppose that's a perspective.
Okay, can I check if this can be I have a guess at a spell for this one, actually.
Okay.
Wall of Force, which would be 5th level, which would be magic disarm magic or whatever it's called. Dispel magic. And I'll Arcana check before you give me any information to confirm
Yeah,
or deny
please.
that.
Okay.
For a 27.
You know that Wall of Force cannot be dispelled by Dispel Magic.
Got it.
Okay.
And that
What?
Wall of Force is also immune to all damage.
Ah.
Save for one particular spell. Disintegrate. You would also know that the wall extends into the ethereal plane as well, so even if you were to somehow astral project, you couldn't go past
There's
this
no
wall.
bypassing this.
No.
Wall of Force is an annoying one.
I hate magic.
It's fine. It's fine.
Fine. It's just a wall of magic.
What do we do if the third path also has an impenetrable wall? Where do we go?
Well, we'll have to figure out a way past one of the walls, but I think it's
I'm certain
important to
there's a
see
way
our
past at least
options.
one of them.
Well, not this one.
At least not from here.
Let's go back and go to the middle tunnel.
Okay. So you all make your way back. And as you make your way back to the central crystal room, you see that the tunnel that had previously been closed is open once more. The tunnel you originally came from.
Oh. Okay.
That's good.
But you also notice that the tunnel to the left has now been filled up.
Interesting.
Do we just need to get these guys to go away? Huh.
Well, let's go down the middle
wait,
path.
no.
see what's-
Left was one we just couldn't do. So, the right one's gonna seal up too.
Probably. But if the right one seals up, the left one will probably unseal.
Hopefully. Not like we can do anything in the left tunnel, really, but... Alright. Middle tunnel it is.
Okay.
Are our crystals still strongly glowing, or
Yes,
have
they are
weakened
still
at all? Okay,
they're still emitting bright light in your hands.
cool. Alright.
So, you guys make your way down the central path, or at least central from whence you started. Now then, this to remind you guys, this is the 200-foot path where about 200 feet is when the familiar disappeared.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you guys use the light of the crystal to light your way through the darkness, I'm gonna have each of you now roll charisma saving throws.
Fuck. 6.
With advantage?
Yes, with advantage. I apologize.
Oh, thank God.
Let's go.
There we go. 21.
20.
15.
20 and 15.
Yeah.
So all of you feel sort of like when you guys went down the right path. You feel this psychic force sort of try to puncture your mental defenses and try to, I guess a way to say it is they try to subliminally insert an idea into your minds, but you push it out of your minds.
For the record, I've gotten 4 natural ones this session, but 2 of them were canceled out by advantage, so...
There you go. The fact is that you're still rolling natural ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is just... And that was the moment you entered the tunnel.
I see.
So that was at 0 feet.
I'm gonna
Go.
check something real quick. I do not. Okay. I was seeing if I had something to help with this, possibly.
I think... Do you not have resistance cantrip?
No.
Unfortunate. I think I see the pattern. by
Oh, wait a
now.
minute. Hold on. Does Bless affect saving throws?
It
I
might.
believe it affects attack rolls, but I think it should also affect saving throws. Double check it.
Yeah.
D4 and add the number rolled to attack roll or saving throw. Hey!
There you
Okay.
go. And you can bless a number of
Bless can do
creatures.
all 3 of us, yeah.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
bless 3 creatures.
I'm out of spiders, so you know.
No more experimental spider bombs.
So remember to add D4 whenever we do this.
Okay.
For a little bit of help.
Let's go. We're gonna continue going down the tunnel.
Yep. The tunnel of capitalism.
The tunnel of capitalism. Sorry, I
Oh,
just really wanted
boy.
to try a Marcus impression.
Oh boy, here we go.
It wasn't good.
This is what we're living with now.
You said subliminal messages.
That is true. I did say subliminal messages. All right, cool. So, I assume you guys are going to continue down this path.
Yep.
Alrighty. As the three of you continue down the path and you make about 50-foot mark, once more with advantage and with bless, apparently now, go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw.
Natural 20, let's go. Man, we didn't even need bless.
20 total.
See how much I got. Oh my
18 total.
18 total.
god.
so-
28 total.
So 28, 18, and 20. Alrighty, cool. So yeah, you all once again succeed as once more you now start to get like actual whispers that sort of permeate into your ears, that are once again trying to suggest an action, a course of action to you. But at once more you rebuff these psychic words that are trying to compel you to do something counter to what you're doing.
Karina is extremely nonplussed by this. Like, she says out loud, do you know how many voices I have inside me at any given time because of the spirits I house?
It's at that point
This is nothing.
It's at that point you see your grandma like in your head, like in your mind's eye, and she's like, "Ah, yeah, why you do this?" Also, I need each of you to roll me a d20, just a flat d20.
Oh.
And tell me if
12.
you roll...
4.
11.
Okay, cool.
4.
I was gonna say just tell me if you roll a 1.
Okay.
No wild magic. Let's go.
Okay, you're all fine.
Okay.
Proceed another 50 feet, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, you guys are now at the halfway point. Go ahead and roll once more with advantage. And I believe your bless still continues, or is it just once?
It lasts for a minute.
Lasts for a minute? I thought it lasts for an hour. Oh, it's a minute. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's only a minute.
Okay, I would say yeah. You would be able to, but you would have to. You would use bless again here, and then because you guys are just walking normally, so yeah,
Right.
so you can get to here and you'd be fine. So go ahead and add bless as well to that.
Another natural 20.
Okay.
Total 20.
25, baby.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
So,
Once more.
26 total.
Okay, cool. So once again, all of you pass. The message is becoming more forceful, and you start to finally make out words, but it's still garbled in like a bunch of like various voices intermingling. So, but you do get one phrase out of all of it: "Turn back." Before
No.
you inevitably push it out of your mind. Once again, roll me d20s. Tell me if you hit 5 or lower.
Okay.
I would never hit 5 or lower. 15.
15.
15.
16.
Okay. Once more. Nothing
We're so good at
happens.
rolling dice.
Once more, nothing happens.
We've been doing it for 44 episodes.
Yeah.
44 episodes. We're pretty. I would say we're pretty pro at rolling dice.
We're pretty good at clicking buttons to make dice roll.
Alrighty. So, now that you reach the 150-foot mark, once more, go ahead and roll me charisma saving throws.
Do you want me to re-up blast really quick, guys?
Yeah, this
Up
is
to you.
This is the time when you would, if you want to have bless, you would have to re-up it now.
I'm good.
Give me just 1 second.
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay.
Nat 20.
So
Hey, I'm gonna cast.
I don't think that'll help much.
I'm not gonna allow you to cast bless after. It has to be a prior
Okay,
thing.
it's
Sadly.
fine. Yep, fine,
So
fine. We have one more inspiration, right?
you have one last inspiration.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, we'll use it.
Alrighty.
Good.
So that's just one more roll, or is that another roll
It
with
is
advantage?
another d20 roll.
Okay.
So I got 25. Scorp got
25.
natural 20.
Natural 20.
Mhm.
I got
Um,
a 10.
Awesome.
Cool. So I also need all of
Serena
you.
got too cocky.
Yes, and then I'm also gonna ask all of you once more. This time, if you roll a 10 or lower, let me know on a d20.
Shit.
18. Oh no.
So that's my 5th natural 1 this session.
Okay.
19.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this in order.
Okay.
Serena,
Yep.
your hubris
Yep.
is your downfall at this point. The words turn back, begin to echo in your head, flushing out the voices of your ancestors and your own until that is the only phrase you hear. To everybody else, Serena's eyes glaze over as if she is staring into as if she's staring into the void, and then her body begins to pivot 180 degrees and begins to walk back to the light of the crystal. Violet, your crystal shatters.
Shit.
Shit.
I
Shit.
Also, Serena, you are currently under the effects of Charmed.
Oh, okay.
So, just for the purposes of you are currently being charmed. What do the two of you now do?
I'm grabbing Serena if I see her turn around.
Okay. What about you, Violet?
We need to keep going, I think.
Well, you're at the 150 mark right now.
Yeah, we're right there.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. Uh. Okay. So for the charm condition, she's not hostile to anybody.
Yeah, no, I just can't attack or
You
target the
you
charmer.
Yeah, you just can't attack or target the charmer. And then
But Grandma wants me to go back.
well, Grandma made cookies at home. Okay. Squarb, you notice that as Serena is walking back, her eyes are glazed over. What do you do besides trying to grab her?
Like just a quick,
Traumatized
hey, you
Scorb.
okay?
As you ask Serena if she's okay, you realize your words are not getting through. She's being compelled to turn back and walk out of this tunnel.
Oh, compulsion. Excellent. Hey,
Just has
Violet, do you know how to
back
break
memories.
compulsion?
She'll be
Violet-
fine when she gets back to the crystal.
Violet, meanwhile, is
Are you
is-
sure about that? Cause I'm not letting her go back on her own.
Okay. I'm not going back. So you go back with her.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Good enough. If you need anything, you've got the earring, right?
Yeah, can I have your crystal actually?
Yeah, because Serena's still got hers, right?
yes.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and walk with Serena back to the crystal. You take mine.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so you toss her the crystal, and then you continue to follow behind Serena to make sure she's not under anything else besides compulsion.
Yeah.
Violet, you are continuing forward, correct?
Yes.
Okay, as you reach the 200-foot mark, I need you to make another wisdom, or not a wisdom, a charisma saving throw with advantage because you are still in the light of the crystal.
12.
Oh no.
Now I need you to roll a d20. And if you roll anything that's not, or if you roll 15 or below, your crystal shatters.
That's my 6th nat 1.
So the crystal shatters, and as your crystal shatters in your hand once more, it doesn't hurt you, mind you. It's more like you just put too much of a grip on something. You know what I mean? So just like shatters in your hand and it just kind of falls to the wayside. The voice that you hear compels you turn back, and against your volition, your body contorts itself to flip 180 degrees and is forcibly walking back as if this is the only thing going through your head. As the three of you step out into the light of the crystal, once both Serena and Violet are fully bathed in the light of the crystal, you both snap out of compulsion. And you notice that the right path is now blocked off by rocks, where the left path is now open again.
Oh.
The left
Well-
path closes our entrance. Middle path closes right. Right path closes left. Presumably.
That's what it seems like.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm taking another chunk of the crystal.
Yeah, they're just lying around.
Yeah. Okay.
Does anything happen when I like try to push the big crystal a little?
Define, are you like trying to physically move the crystal?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to tell you it's a little bit hard because it's floating in midair.
Okay.
So, but you can certainly,
I did-
you certainly still do that. Like, I'm not going to tell
Yeah,
you no.
I didn't know how tall, like how far off the ground or anything it was.
So this room is about 30 feet tall.
Okay.
And the crystal's light is in brightness is radiating the entirety of the room, and the room itself is also about 30 feet wide across like a 30-foot radius.
Okay.
So it's a relatively big room. All things considered, it's it sits in the middle of the room, and it's just sort of hovering, like maybe
Alright.
no more than 10 feet off the ground.
Ah, okay. Too tall.
Like I said, you can certainly try, but be really funny. Falcon punches the crystal in midair.
Can I like start examining the walls to see if there's like a secret tunnel?
No.
You want to find a secret tunnel inside of a secret tunnel.
Yes.
That's so gigabrained.
Yeah, no, I gotta be with our DM on this. Dang.
That's actually kind of gigabrain. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Not survival.
No, this is investigation because you're looking for something that you didn't see beforehand.
Okay. Anybody want to help?
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
The 13.
I've never seen the inspiration pool emptied before. This is the best day of my life.
Just don't get into combat. Don't get into combat.
So would you roll 13?
Yeah.
Okay, and that was with the help action?
Yes.
Okay. With you and Scorb sort of scouring around, trying to find potentially a fifth tunnel amongst the four that lay out before you, you're not finding anything that obviously points out to this is a secret tunnel. Like there's no like hidden switches or levers and things of that nature that would denote that there's a hidden tunnel. Another
Right.
one.
Worth a try.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Uh,
trying the middle path again.
Okay. Did the two of you follow?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, this one doesn't harm us. It just makes us go back.
It's fair. Okay, so once more, the moment you enter the tunnel, once more, charisma saving throws with advantage because you are all bathing in the light of the crystal.
Natural
That is
20,
a
baby.
13.
13,
23.
23.
27.
Okay, so Squorb, you are compelled to turn back, but because it's at the foot of the tunnel, you are not compelled to go far. You immediately just turn back, and then like the light of the crystal shines, and you're like, I
Damn.
swore I was facing the other way. Like,
Whoops.
okay, so Scorb, you will try once more, but the two girls will move forward
All right.
Okay.
if you two wish, or if you want to wait for him.
Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right, so all three of you once more, with advantage, of course.
18 this time.
What the hell?
Serena goes back.
That's another nat 20.
Okay, so Violet, you make it up to the 100-foot mark if you continue to go forward. Serena,
Dice. I don't need it yet. Wait until combat.
Serena, you come back. Scorp, you pass. You make it to the 50-foot mark. This is so much fun. It's like watching three turtles racing. You're like, I don't know which way you're going, but you're going places, and I'm excited. All right, so once more, all three of you. I'm actually keeping track of your positions based on where you guys are relative.
Cool.
That is a
Nat
15.
20.
15, not 20.
24.
24. All three of you pass. Scorp, you're at the 100-foot mark. Serena, you made it 50. Violet, you're at the 150 mark. It's at this point. I need all three of you. Roll d20s. If you roll a nat 1, your crystal shatters.
13.
Pass.
I would never.
Pass. And
I would never roll another nat 1. I would never roll a 7th nat 1. No, sorry, an 8th, because on one of the nat 20 rolls I got a nat 1 as well.
I'll keep track of that. Your crystal shatters.
No, what?
If you rolled a nat 1, your crystal shatters.
Ah,
Violet
So,
rolled a 12.
no.
Violet actually rolled a 12 on that.
Yeah, I rolled
She
a
didn't-
12 on that roll. It was
Oh,
a 20
okay,
on
so-
one of the previous rolls.
oh, okay. I apologize.
On one of the advantage rolls, it was a 20 and a nat 1.
Okay, you made it seem like jokingly you rolled a nat 1, so I'm like, okay, so your crystal shatters if you rolled a nat 1. Like
No,
that,
no, I
that,
didn't.
that was the trick. So, okay, so you're safe. All right, cool. Alrighty, so everybody still has their crystals. Violet, you are now at the 200-foot mark. Serena, you made it to 100. Scorpio at the 150. Once more, wisdom saving throws. Or not,
From
charisma,
me
charismas.
till For me still, even though I'm here at the
19.
Yes.
Okay,
14?
19, 14.
good.
What is good?
24.
24. Serena, you go back.
God damn it!
Serena, you'll be fine.
Violet, as you pass the 200-foot threshold, you feel the moment you pass that 200 foot, the voices stop immediately.
Oh,
Scorp, you're at the 200 foot. Serena, you're back at the start.
Yep.
All right.
quiet is so nice. It's like when you're in a really loud
Hey, I make it,
cafeteria
19.
and then you go
22.
22. Both pass. Scorb, did I say you were at the 200 foot mark?
Yes, you did.
As you pass the 200 foot threshold, the voices immediately stop. The only person
Hell
is
yeah.
Serena. I still need all three of you to roll d20s. This time, if you roll a 5 or less, your crystal shatters.
it would never shatter.
Hey, my crystal shatters.
Same.
Fuck.
So that's 2 shattered crystals. Violet, you still have your crystal.
My crystal's good.
So
Oh, this
Serena,
will be fun.
So Serena, you have a choice. You're at the 50-foot mark. You can choose to voluntarily go back and grab a new crystal, so that way you have advantage, or you can keep pushing, but you roll flat.
If I'm gonna end up going back anyway, I'll just keep pushing.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll see how long this takes me.
we'll see how far this goes. We'll see how far this goes. This is fun for everybody. All right.
It's gonna work eventually.
Charisma saving throw. Go for it.
15.
Pass.
Okay, 15 is the threshold. We figured it out.
It's really taken a long time.
You are at the 100-foot mark.
I go back.
Awesome.
I will say this much. When you guys see Serena at the 100-foot mark, you guys have enough light being emitted from your crystal where you could reasonably see her. And before you see her eyes glaze over, and then she has
damn it.
turns around and walks back. You know the worst part is I have held this puzzle for 4 months. For 4 months I have held this puzzle in. And the fact that I get to use it now of all times.
So great. Serena grabs another crystal.
Alright, cool.
Goes once more into the breach.
Alright, so at the starting line, charisma saving throw.
16.
Pass. Okay, now you're at the 50-foot mark.
Serena goes back.
Awesome.
That's with advantage?
Yes.
Okay. At least your crystal doesn't
It's
shatter.
with an 8. Yeah. Serena just reaches out through the hearing. If you guys want to go ahead.
I'm thinking I might.
Yeah, I'm going to be here for a while, I think.
Dang.
Thing is, we might even not be able to progress further
Either
anyway.
way.
Yeah, go find out. I'll catch up, maybe.
Okay. I'll poke an arrow into the 200 threshold.
Oh no, you guys are
How
past
did
the
the
200
spider
threshold.
get past this?
No, you guys had already passed the 200-foot threshold. You and Swarber are cleared.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that final check when I said you guys met the 200 threshold, that the moment you passed that 200-foot threshold, the voices stopped. You are no longer trying
Oh.
to be compelled.
And there's not a wall here either?
There's just darkness and the light
Oh yeah,
from your
you
crystal.
guys don't have dark vision.
No, they have
I'll light a torch.
They have a 40-foot light source in the palm of their hand and now a torch.
Yeah, like, we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, if you two want to keep going, and then Serena, if you want to roll in secret and just forward me the results.
Yeah, once you get, what is it, 4 successes, 5 successes?
5 successes, because you start at ground
5
zero.
successes.
Yeah, so once you
Okay.
get 5 successes, you clear.
Okay.
Jeez. We're just gonna see it off in the corner. Serena rolls. Serena
Oh no, I'm
rolls.
rolling this to stealth, so you don't know my shame.
Yeah. Yeah, so just let me know when you clear 5, and then
Yep.
then I will say, for the sake of brevity.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Scorb and Violet, while you were waiting for Serena to cross through this subliminal tunnel, what do you two do?
I'll
after you-
keep a close eye on Violet, and I'm following her lead at this point.
Yeah, let's go deep into the tunnel. I've greened my light.
On your torch or on your crystal?
Either, just like hey, green light, green light.
Copy. So as you two continue forward, and with the light of your torch and your crystal providing you guys ample light so that you can see clearly through the tunnel. I believe Violet, you have the higher passive perception
12.
at 12. Scorb has 10. So
Yep.
it's not much, but it's enough. Violet, you see at about the very edge of your torchlight, which, if I remember correctly, torchlight is 60 feet of bright light, or am I thinking of a different source?
I think
Torches
you're right.
are not large.
No.
Let me
So
see.
I think it's like 20 and 40.
Torches are 20
yeah, 20 and 40.
Oh, okay.
and dim for an additional 20.
Yeah, so it's 20 and 40. So yeah, so at the very edge of your torchlight, you see the silhouette of another humanoid figure, and you can tell it's a humanoid figure because they don't have any like bowed legs. They're not hunched over to make them look like an intimidating creature. No, this is clearly a humanoid silhouette that's just at the edge of your torchlight. And they're not
Okay, I'll
cloaked.
flash my light green twice.
Okay. As you flash
And
your,
as I'm still walking forward.
as you do so, you notice that the silhouette begins it slowly doesn't step but slides just to remain perfectly at the edge of your torchlight. But you do see a flash of green emanate from where you would recognize would be like where a necklace sits. Before it inevitably disappears.
Okay. Are we making progress moving forward?
It feels like it, yes. Frog, I would say at this time, the moment that silhouette disappears, you no longer feel the compulsion effects.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got to 16 tries.
Oh my god.
Damn.
16 sets of 5 or 16 rolls?
16 total. So
Okay.
I had 1 success, 1 failure, 2 success, 1 failure,
Okay.
4 success, 1 failure.
Oh my god.
One failure, and then 1 success, 1 failure, and then 3 successes.
Yeah. So the moment that silhouette disappears from your vision, Frog, you no longer hear the compelling voices to tell you to turn back.
Serena lets out a yell of vindication.
Let's go.
Oh.
Ah! Echoing through the tunnel.
Well, there goes any.
Cheers,
I mean, I guess we weren't
thaumaturge.
being very stealthy anyway.
She uses thaumaturge. It makes it 3 times as.
Okay.
Just a thunderous like roar. Go!
I still have eardrums.
You guys were way far ahead of me. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys are about at the 300-foot mark now.
So I made it to the 150-foot mark when that hit. So
Yeah, so you were literally 2 successes away from
yep.
that. That's phenomenal. So yeah, all 3 of you reconvene, and
Rita is
you-
sweating. At a certain point, she started sprinting back and forth.
Her body no longer started walking. You're overriding the compulsion with "fuck this, get it over with."
Yeah.
You were doing dead man sprints the entire time.
Yep.
I mean, being charmed that many times can't be like good for you.
No,
I'm fine.
It's not healthy at all. In fact,
I mean, you're the doctor, so if you say it's fine, then.
Actually, in fact, Serena, for the sake of, I need you to roll 5d10s.
Oh.
Pray that they're low.
Well, there's 2
50
ones
damage.
and 1 10 and a 9 and a 6, so for 27.
Take that as psychic damage.
Ah. Straight against you guys. It just is like fucking fight.
Serena just suffers a massive migraine as soon as she meets up with you.
Okay, no, I'm fine. We're good. I hate magic.
I do not blame you.
Serena has a no good, very bad day.
I think magic's kind of cool, but you know.
So, you guys successfully made it through the compulsion tunnel, and you were able to dispel the ill effects, at least for your companion's sake.
Thank you.
What do you do?
Keep going, I suppose.
There's little else we can do.
Who has their crystals still?
I think Squarb.
Violet. No, Scorb's broke.
No, Squarb grabbed another one when he started over.
That's correct. So
Yeah,
you all
so
have-
Squarb's hasn't broken.
All right, cool.
Did you need me to roll
I'm actually gonna ask.
for my crystal?
So I'm actually gonna ask just Squarb and you, Serena, to roll I'm not gonna make you roll the high end DC. I'm gonna make it a 50-50. So 10 or
Okay.
lower, crystals shatter.
Mine's fine. I got a 16.
Okay.
Serena's no good, very bad day continues as her crystal breaks.
2 out of 3 crystals is still better than none.
It just sighs. Yeah, that checks out.
I should have stayed dead. One of those
Maybe we
days.
should have just like filled a bag with them.
That would have been smart.
Well, it's too late now. Unless you want to go back, Serena.
It just gets this dead look in her eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, that clears. As you continue through the tunnel, I'm still assuming Squarb is marking like every set footage with the chalk.
Yeah, about
Yeah.
every 50 feet or so.
Fair enough. As you guys continue to go through, Squarb, your mental math is checking out this tunnel past like the 300-foot mark. You guys have been going for a while, and you've exceeded 1,000 feet from the tunnel start.
Oh, good.
As you continue down, where you then see another crystal room, and you recognize it to be so because, well, this giant, bright 30-foot beam of light shooting down at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then-
Serena, we can get you a new one.
Hey.
As you guys enter into this room, it is a emerald light
Oh.
that is emitting from this room. The moment you all enter this room, you all are immediately rejuvenated of any ill effects that were overcoming you.
Oh.
So any damage you have suffered, you recover. If you have any levels of exhaustion, they are recovered. And,
Nice.
If you have any negative modifiers, or if you're the effects of any other conditions, they are recovered.
Very nice.
So yeah, this is a recovery crystal.
Violet becomes not undead.
Violet, you temporarily
Violet-
grow more skin over your over your cheek.
Ooh.
No,
No.
no.
Violet starts taking 1 hit point of damage.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Ow.
It's like taking fire damage in Minecraft. Just
Yeah. Okay, well that's
Oblivion damage noises.
Oblivion damage noises is a pretty good one.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Halt, criminal! Ah!
Halt, criminal scum! You violated the law. Pay the fine.
The Grey Fox
okay.
pays no fines.
I'm playing Morrowind right now, or not right this second, but and some of the voice lines there,
Oh man,
peak.
the voice lines in Morrowind were just something else, man.
We're watching you, scum. So
Okay.
dumb.
What's
It's
the
not dumb.
emerald room looking like?
Yeah.
You see that
How
there
many
are...
tunnels?
Thank you. You see there are 2 divergent tunnels.
Serena does her survival check thing to see which one's traveled more.
Certainly.
I'll investigate.
So, I assume this is just going to be a group investigation at this point.
Yeah. Okay, 21 survival.
21?
15 investigation.
Okay. What are you investigating specifically? I understand what Serena's doing for survival. What are you doing for investigation?
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
I'm searching for signs of use, basically.
Okay, so similar
Very
to
similar.
yeah, very
Similar,
to
but in a
just
slightly different method. I'm dusting for fingerprints.
Oh, okay, cool. Effectively. All right. So
Yeah.
once more, your totals were
15.
21.
15 and 21. Cool. So on a 15 investigation, you're examining both tunnels, right? And both of you are taking your time examining it in different ways. Serena, you're using more of your tracking knowledge to kind of see the foot traffic, see how everything's going through, and then while Violet, you're more looking for remnants of what once was and seeing if there's some correlation to the foot traffic. And you guys are coming together, and with your respective results combined, you notice that this is once more both tunnels are being well traveled, um, but you notice that only the right tunnel has dried blood along the walls. Like,
That's good. Let's go down the blood tunnel. Oh wait, you two. Let's go down the not blood tunnel.
that is
At Violet, like, what do you mean?
that is the most zombie behavior I've heard from Violet in so long. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go through the blood tunnel. Oh, right. Let's go through the non-bloody tunnel.
Does the blood start like at the entrance of the cave, or is
No,
it like
it seems to trail at about the 10-foot mark, and then it just sort of like it's weird. It's like there's streaks and then there's blood splatters, but it's the deeper you go in, the more blood you see.
Oh,
But you guys only ever went as far as maybe like the first 50 or so feet in.
I mean,
I see.
granted, it's necromancers. Like, blood's not that uncommon.
yeah, I know, but still.
And then you'll also notice, because you both rolled so well, on the left tunnel, you see a trail of bones.
Oh, bones, definitely. Yeah, let's go.
All right. Is there any shards of green?
Surprisingly,
Oh yeah,
ground.
we should take crystal shards.
surprisingly,
If we can.
No, there isn't. This seems to be a very clean room. I will once again say this is a 30 by 30. So 30 foot tall, 30 foot wide, with a floating crystal 10 feet up that just radiates rejuvenating energy.
Way to counteract my next question. All
Well,
right.
Worst case scenario, we have a healing crystal right here, so.
True.
Okay, so do you take the bloody right tunnel or the bone strewn left tunnel?
Bones.
Bones.
Okay. Going down the bone strewed left tunnel, who is taking point? I will need a marching.
Probably Serena again.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Serena, you've got dark vision.
You also still have a lit torch.
Oh yeah. I'm front.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see how this goes.
You see Serena, hands up. That ain't me, dog. You all good.
Go
All
right
right.
ahead. Violet.
Here's the thing: if we can you two be picking up bones along the way? If we get a whole human's worth, I can grab an extra person to have an initiative with us.
Okay.
You want to make another Mr. Bones?
Well, Mr. Bones 1 is gonna dispel in favor of Mr. Bones 2, but it's really just the same one, just different places.
Okay.
I love the
That's
I love the
The men-
idea of just Mr. Bones, the sign spinner, is in the middle of a performance and a little kid sees it and then Mr. Bones just collapses.
we have the same mental image.
Oh well, kids gotta learn about death eventually.
What are you talking
Best
about?
way-
Kid lives in a
best to do
city
it
full of
through a skeleton.
necromancers. Yeah, that makes sense. Kid understands death. Kid just doesn't expect the skeleton to die.
They do it all the time.
That's true. All right, so as you continue down the Bone Shoe Tunnel, and you guys are just kind of picking up bones as you come along.
Yeah, why not?
All right, cool. Go team Necrogals and score.
Serena starts humming to herself. The hip bones connected to the leg bones. Leg bones.
As you continue, Violet, with your passive perception, you notice that the bones are all different sizes and shapes. They're like you can clearly tell the difference between like a rodent's body and a humanoid's body. But you also notice that there are some bones that most humanoids don't have.
Pretty
Like
sure this is a Minotaur's.
yeah, like you
She picks up a giant femur.
yeah, like you definitely catch like some bones that are like definitely bigger and more
Oh,
sturdy
that's
than
awesome.
others.
I
Like-
want that one for my collection, actually.
It's like alright.
It goes into
that
the
one in
bag.
her backpack.
No, like actually, genuinely, because it's you two specifically,
Yeah.
you can roll a medicine check with advantage, Serena, and
Let's
then
go.
Violet, you can roll technically you can also roll a medicine check with advantage because you have experience with bodies. Like you both have experience with bodies. You know anatomy.
7.
13.
Yeah, so these are just various different species that have come through here, and like this is just like a bunch of different bones. Like no lie, like we were joking about it, but there's just actually some traces of Minotaur in here, just as there are traces of humans and there are traces of like Aarakocra wing bones and things of that nature. Like this is a real like menagerie of skeletons, a real corpse garden, if you will. And the further you go in, the more variety of the bones and the larger the bone piles become. Like you guys, when you started, you're just like, oh, there's like a couple of bones strewn across here. Just watch your step. But the further you go in, you guys are now about 200, 300 feet into this tunnel. You start to realize bones are lining the wall. Like there are now like dug in little cubbies where entire skeletons are being put in shoved into these holes like sort of like Nordic crypts, you know what I mean? Where
Or
they
like
just-
that one place in the Paris catacombs.
Yes, or like the Paris catacombs where just bodies are just being put in the walls at this point.
Oh, Violet throws away the bones she was holding that she doesn't care about. It's like, okay, great. I'll animate dead one of the skeletons on the wall.
That's
Sure.
mean.
That's way worse. In my opinion. She's like hoarding bones, and then she sees like the one perfectly pristine skeleton, drops all bones, and goes that one.
Well, I don't have to like work on assembling it. It's already here.
We're
Certainly,
gonna get it out of the wall.
Yeah,
Ow.
they're just like lying there, right?
some of them are. Some of them appear to be actually like buried and embedded into the stone and dirt itself, as if somebody was buried alive, effectively.
Ew.
Okay, well, I won't
It's
do that one.
It's a combination of things. Like some of them are actually like dug out little cubbies for like the Paris catacombs, and then some of them look like they had collapsed inwards of themselves, and so you'll see like jutting bones coming out of the wall, but like dispersed skeletons of that nature. There's a cow skull for some reason, because in every desert setting there's a cow skull.
There aren't cows here. How did this get here?
Is there like any damage on the bones, or are they just
Or are they just like here?
yeah?
With your medicine check that you had from earlier, I would say there's some damage. Yes. Some of these bones are very brittle, and so when you misstep, you actually shatter some of these bones, just by stepping on them. Some of these bones look like they are new, like they were just recently cleaned, effectively, but they're not using like any of the typical chemicals or concoctions that you would use for like what you do at stiffen boards, for example, where
I see.
like you just have a skeleton and you're just trying to clean it up and make it like polished with no leftover meat whatsoever. There's no like chemical burns on these. Is the best way to put it. It looks like these
I see.
are, but you do see but you do see damage here and there. If you wanted to examine closer with an investigation check or something, or if you want to use a medicine check again, you would be able to discern more if you took some time. If you took some time.
Do we care?
No,
Okay.
I've got my skeleton. So
Okay.
So did you spend the spell slot to cast a skeleton, or is it a ritual spell?
it is a invocation spell.
Okay.
Does it have the ritual symbol on it?
No, well, no,
So it would
Okay.
cost a spell slot.
no, because it's an invocation spell. It's a once per long rest thing.
Oh.
Oh, I see. It's your Eldritch Invocation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been some kid screams to his mom out in the distance. It's canon.
It's so sensitive. Jeez.
You know, like you both realize this. You're like, oh,
He'll be back tomorrow. Who cares?
Sweepy comes out to sweep the outside of the shop. Sees Mr. Bones. If skeletons could gasp, he would. Before he picks up the sign and starts sweeping Mr. Bones back into the shop.
Just keep him in a safe, and I'll bring him back tomorrow.
Facade, what the hell happened here? This is only a matter of time. Alright, put him in with the rest. Well, Sweepy, looks like you're back on sign spinning duty.
You have other skeletons, right?
No, you only ever have 2. You sell the rest of them.
Fair.
Anyways, going back. So you have a skeleton again. This is Mr. Bones Dos. Does it describe like what the skeleton is, or is it's just you summon a skeleton, like, or you just summon an undead?
Spell creates an undead servant. Choose a pile of bones or corpse of a medium or small humanoid within range. Foul mimicry of life, raising it as an undead creature. No, it just it just lets me
Just makes you just as long as there's a corpse, you can resurrect it effectively as an undead
Yeah.
minion.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I can have up to 4 at a time through using Animate Dead.
Oh. I mean, would you like to have a small contingent of skeletons, or is it only once?
It's once per day I can grab a skeleton, basically.
Okay.
So over 4 days I can grab 4 skeletons.
Got you.
So Mr. Bones number 1 is fine.
Oh yeah, so Mr. Bones is fine.
Well, he's not currently conscious, but yeah.
Okay, cool. So I don't have to traumatize a child for the bit.
But you could.
But I could. I'm gonna traumatize a child for the bit.
But you could if you wanted to.
But anyway, so yeah, I would say because of the weird size of the cubbies, you managed to summon a small kobold skeleton.
Okay.
Aw.
He's got cute little like bone talons.
Trina gives him a head pat.
If it could purr, it would.
Its bones rattle happily.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Lizard Friend.
Yes.
He's back. Just a quick time check. I am running out of time
For the campaign.
for a session. Yeah.
Got you. Gotcha.
Yeah, we're at 4:30.
Oh yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I mean, we can call it here because right now all you guys have is a resurrected kobold, and you're stuck in a tunnel full of bones. So
Yeah.
we can call it here for now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. So I mean, yeah. All right. So we'll just call it here then, and then next week we will continue our adventures. Hopefully, Lumi is feeling better from her sickness, and then she can join us in the revelry of this bullshittery of a dungeon. She avoided the really annoying part.
This is a cruel joke.
Is it?
Yes.
Zombies have 20-foot speed. They're as
Yes.
fast as spiders.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't ask questions. It's just weird.
Skeletons are just better in base D&D.
Yes.
Yes. Objectively so. But anyway, that's going to be it from us, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Trashy, so much for sharing your community with us during the raid. I appreciate it. If you guys like what we're doing here, we try to stream every Sunday, but, life happens. And then this episode will be uploaded on my YouTube. You can find it down in the links below. And I will be uploading it on Monday morning. If I forget, then it'll be uploaded sometime in the week.
Okay.
Till then, guys.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
subscribe, comment.
subscribe, and comment. Until then, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we hope to see you again next Sunday. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.